The foundation of all greatness is a mindset that does not accept defeat. It's a mindset that views challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to higher levels of achievement. You see, your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It's not the circumstances around you, nor the people you know that define your future. It's your mind. If you want to change your life, you must first change the way you think. Your mindset is the blueprint for your destiny. This thing you must understand is that success begins with belief. Belief in possibility. If you do not believe something is possible, you will never attempt it. But when you adopt the mindset that embraces the idea that anything is possible, you unlock the doors to your potential. The future belongs to those who see opportunity. The future belongs to those who see opportunity where others see limitation. But let's be honest, life is not easy. It is full of challenges, it is full of setbacks, but the mindset that defeats anything does not see challenges as something to fear. It sees them as opportunities to grow. Every challenge is an invitation to elevate yourself. Every setback is a lesson in disguise. Your mindset should be rooted in resilience. Your mindset should be rooted in resilience. The ability to rise every time you fall, stronger and more determined than before. Don't focus on the storm you are in. Focus on the calm that lies ahead. When your mind is rooted in the bigger picture, when it's focused on your purpose, you will have the strength to press forward no matter the obstacles. That is the power of vision. Having the ability to look beyond your current reality and see the future you are creating. See, this is where self-discipline comes into play. We live in a world of distractions, of temptations, of instant gratification. But if you are going to develop a mindset that defeats anything, you must cultivate the discipline to stay focused on your goals. It's the little choices you make each day that shape your destiny. Discipline is the difference between dreaming and achieving. However, your journey won't always go as planned. There will be twists and turns. You will encounter change, and you will be forced to adapt. The strongest minds are not the ones that stick rigidly to their plans. They are the ones that adapt to new circumstances, learn from them, and adjust their course accordingly. Flexibility is key in the face of uncertainty. The mindset that defeats anything doesn't fear change. It embraces it. And then is passion. Without passion, there is no drive. Without purpose, there is no direction. Your mindset must be driven by a deep sense of purpose and a passion that cannot be extinguished. When you are connected to your purpose, when you are fueled by passion, you become unstoppable. But passion alone is not enough. You need mental toughness. Life will test you. It will push you to the limit. But if you develop the mental strength to endure, to persevere, and to stay true to your mission, you will be able to weather any storm that comes your way. Finally, understand that you are in control of your destiny. No one else has the power to determine your success except you. You hold within you the power to shape your future. Do not wait for someone to give you permission to succeed. Take responsibility for your life. Empower yourself to make the choices that lead to greatness. Developing a mindset that can defeat anything is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process. It requires commitment, discipline, and resilience. But the reward is worth it. When you have the right mindset, there is nothing you cannot overcome. So I urge you today to take control of your thoughts, to challenge your beliefs, and to embrace the mindset that can defeat anything life throws at you. The power of thought is the foundation of everything we experience in life. Your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas that come and go. They are powerful forces that shape your reality. What you think, you become. What you believe in your mind, you create in your life. There's a truth that has been spoken by many throughout history, yet its full significance is often underestimated. The mind is like fertile soil, and your thoughts are the seeds that you plant in it. We live in a world where thoughts are constantly swirling around us, be it from the media, from conversations, or from our own internal dialogues. However, not all thoughts are created equal. There are thoughts that empower and there are thoughts that hinder. It's not enough to simply think. You must learn to think intentionally, think strategically, and think with purpose. Too often people allow negative, limiting thoughts to dominate their minds. They might think, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough. And over time, those thoughts take root. But what if, instead of focusing on what you can do, you focus on what you could do? What if instead of believing in your limitations, you chose to believe in your potential? When you take control of your thoughts, you take control of your life. Our thoughts influence our actions. If you constantly think that success is out of reach, your actions will reflect that belief. You may not take the necessary steps, or you may procrastinate, or worse, you may give up before you even start. But when your thoughts align with your goals, when you believe success is possible, you will naturally take the steps needed to achieve it. Thought leads to action, and action leads to results. The power of thought also extends beyond the individual. Thoughts are contagious. When you have a mindset filled with positivity, ambition, and possibility, you influence the people around you. Your energy, your vision, and your outlook on life can inspire and motivate others to think more positively and take action. You create a ripple effect that can change not only your life, but the lives of those you encounter. It is crucial to understand that your mind is a tool, a powerful one, but it requires training and care. You wouldn't leave a tool lying around to rust and decay. Similarly, you shouldn't leave your mind unattended. Regularly feed it with positive, uplifting, and empowering thoughts. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. Avoid the negativity that seeks to drain your energy and hold you back. And when you master the power of thought, you master your reality. Life doesn't just happen to you. You have the ability to shape and mold your experiences through the lens of your thoughts. Every day is an opportunity to build a mindset that aligns with your highest aspirations. Every thought is a building block for the life you want to create. The power of thought can defeat anything. Because when your mind is in the right place, nothing is impossible. A mind that is strong, focused, and purposeful is a mind that can face any challenge and turn it into an opportunity. It can overcome adversity. It can rise above failure, and it can break through every barrier. Thought, when harnessed correctly, is not just power, it is transformation. So ask yourself, what are you thinking about right now? Is it empowering you? Is it moving you toward your goals? Are your thoughts serving you or limiting you? The power of thought is not some abstract concept. It's a tangible force that is available to you every single moment. You must take ownership of your mind, for it is the most valuable resource you possess. The thoughts you nurture today will determine the world you live in tomorrow. Belief in possibility is the foundation of all achievement. It is the unwavering conviction that no matter how insurmountable a challenge may appear, there is always a way through, around, or over it. Belief in possibility is not just about having hope or wishful thinking. It is about a deep-rooted confidence in the potential for success, innovation, and growth, even when the path ahead seems unclear. This belief is not confined to a select few. It is something that can be cultivated, nurtured, and developed by anyone willing to embrace it. At its core, belief in possibility is about seeing the world not as a place full of limitations, but as a field full of opportunities. The world's great innovators, leaders, and visionaries didn't achieve their success because they were given an easy path or because the odds were stacked in their favor. They succeeded because they believed with every fiber of their being that what others considered impossible was in fact possible. They saw solutions where others saw problems, and possibilities where others saw roadblocks. Belief in possibility starts with how you perceive the world. If you believe that doors are closed to you, that opportunities are limited, or that success is reserved for a chosen few, you will begin to act in alignment with that belief. You will see every failure as confirmation that success is not meant for you, and every setback as proof that you should give up. But when you shift your belief, when you begin to see the world as a place filled with potential and opportunity, your thoughts and actions change. You begin to ask the right questions. How can I make this work? What can I learn from this? What new door can I open? Belief in possibility is not just a passive hope, but an active force that drives you to take action. It's about being willing to push through doubt, fear, and uncertainty, knowing that your efforts are not in vain. Even when the situation appears grim, a person with belief in possibility will keep going. They will adapt. They will evolve. They will find a way to make the impossible possible. This belief is also contagious. When you truly believe in the possibility of success, it's not only your life that transforms. Others around you are inspired by your energy, your resolve, and your persistence. They begin to see possibilities in their own lives as well. You create a ripple effect, spreading the belief that anything is possible and encouraging those around you to pursue their dreams with the same conviction. Belief in possibility also empowers you to take risks. In the face of uncertainty, people often freeze, paralyzed by fear or failure or judgment. But belief in possibility is not about avoiding failure. It's about seeing failure as a necessary stepping stone to success. It's about knowing that even if you stumble, you will learn, and you will rise stronger, wiser, and better equipped to move forward. A person who believes in possibility does not fear mistakes. They embrace them because they understand that each misstep is part of the process toward achievement. Moreover, belief in possibility is what allows you to break through barriers that others think are insurmountable. History is full of individuals who defied the conventional wisdom of their time. They went against the grain, pushed boundaries, and achieved what was once thought to be impossible. They didn't have all the answers, and they didn't always have the resources, but they had something far more powerful. Belief. They believed that there was a way forward even when the world told them there wasn't. It's essential to recognize that belief in possibility doesn't mean ignoring reality or being unrealistic about the challenges ahead. It's about facing the reality of your situation while maintaining a firm conviction that there are always ways to move forward. Possibility isn't about ignoring the difficulty of the journey. It's about recognizing that there is always a way forward, no matter how difficult the journey might be. It's about the mindset that refuses to be boxed in by the limits others try to impose on you and instead seeks out creative solutions that others may overlook. My vision. Belief in possibility is the mindset that allows you to dream bigger, think bolder, and act with confidence. When you believe that anything is possible, you stop limiting yourself by what seems immediately achievable and begin to stretch toward your highest potential. Your vision becomes clearer, your actions become bolder, and your impact becomes greater. When you embrace belief in possibility, you unlock your own power. You begin to realize that the only limitations in life are the ones you impose on yourself. The possibilities are limitless, but they require you to take the first step, to believe that they exist, and to trust that with effort and perseverance, you can achieve them. This belief will push you to go further, to rise higher, and to pursue your dreams with an intensity and conviction that will carry you through even the toughest of times. In terms of money, biologically, and spiritually, and financially. It is important to remember that the world will often try to convince you that what you believe in is impossible, that the odds are stacked against you, and that failure is inevitable. But you must hold steadfast to your belief that possibility exists. You must refuse to accept the idea that something is out of your reach just because it hasn't been done before. As long as you maintain belief in possibility, you are always one step away from turning your dreams into reality. Overcoming obstacles is not just a skill, it is an essential part of the human experience. Life, by its very nature, is full of challenges and barriers. Whether personal, professional, or even spiritual, obstacles will inevitably arise, sometimes in ways that seem insurmountable. However, the ability to overcome these obstacles is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Overcoming obstacles is not about avoiding difficulties, but about developing the strength, resilience, and mindset to push through them and emerge stronger. The first step in overcoming any obstacle is recognizing that it is not the obstacle itself that determines your future. It is how you respond to it. Obstacles are a natural part of the journey. Every person who has achieved something meaningful has faced setbacks, difficulties, and roadblocks. What defines their success is not that they never encountered obstacles, but that they chose to face them with determination, creativity, and resilience. When we encounter an obstacle, the natural response is often to feel defeated, discouraged, or even hopeless. The path forward may seem unclear, and the effort to overcome the challenge may feel overwhelming. However, it is at these moments that your mindset becomes crucial. The greatest victories in life often come from moments where it feels like everything is working against you. But it is in those moments of struggle that you have the greatest opportunity for growth. The key to overcoming obstacles is understanding that every challenge you face carries with it the seed of growth and learning. When you encounter an obstacle, it's important to shift your perspective and ask yourself, What can I learn from this? Instead of seeing the obstacle as a wall that blocks your path, view it as a door to new insights, skills, and capabilities. When you approach challenges with a mindset of learning, you begin to see solutions that you otherwise might overlook. A significant part of overcoming obstacles is having the patience and persistence to keep going. The journey to success is rarely straightforward. Most people give up just short of their breakthrough, not realizing that they were only one step away from finding a solution. It's easy to feel like quitting when faced with difficulties, but it's crucial to keep pushing forward. Every time you push through an obstacle, you build your inner strength, and the obstacle loses its power over you. Another critical element in overcoming obstacles is adaptability. Life does not always unfold according to plan. Circumstances change, priorities shift, and the unexpected happens. The unexpected happens. The ability to adapt, to pivot when necessary, and to adjust your strategies is essential in overcoming any challenge. Flexibility allows you to view your obstacle from different angles and discover new ways to approach the problem. The more adaptable you are, the more resilient you become. Now, at times, overcoming obstacles also requires a deep sense of faith. Faith in yourself, in your abilities, and in the belief that you can and will find a way. It's easy to get discouraged when progress is slow or when results don't come as quickly as you would like. But the faith that the effort will eventually pay off is what keeps you going. Faith is what allows you to take the next step, even when you cannot see the entire staircase. It's trusting that despite the difficulty, you are moving closer to your goal. After all, there's nothing in the church. An important aspect of overcoming obstacles is recognizing that you don't have to face them alone. While it may feel like the world is working against you, often there are people who can help you along the way. Reaching out for support, whether through mentors, friends, or colleagues, can provide the encouragement and guidance needed to move past the toughest challenges. It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. It's a recognition of the value of collaboration and shared wisdom. Sometimes the obstacles we face are external. Situations beyond our control, such as a difficult economic environment, health issues, or family challenges. However, many of the most significant obstacles are internal. These are the limiting beliefs, fears, and doubts we carry within ourselves. We may tell ourselves that we are not capable, that we don't have the resources, or that the obstacle is simply too big to overcome. Overcoming these internal obstacles is often the first step in overcoming external ones. It requires confronting your own self-doubt and replacing it with confidence, resilience, and a belief in your own strength. Overcoming obstacles requires a mindset shift. It's not about seeing obstacles as problems, but as opportunities. When you adopt the belief that every obstacle is a chance to grow, you take away the power it holds over you. Rather than viewing difficulties as something to fear, you begin to see them as stepping stones on your journey. Each challenge is a rung on the ladder to success. As you continue to face obstacles in life, it's important to remember that overcoming them is not a one-time achievement. It is an ongoing process. The challenges you face today will be different from those you face tomorrow. But each time you overcome one, you become stronger and more capable. The mindset that allows you to push past obstacles is one of perseverance, adaptability, and unwavering belief in your ability to succeed. With this mindset, no obstacle is too great and no challenge too difficult to overcome. Overcoming obstacles is not about avoiding difficulties, but about developing the mental toughness and resilience to face them head on. The path to success is filled with challenges. But with the right mindset, those challenges become the fuel that propels you toward your goals. Resilience is one of the most powerful qualities a person can develop. It is the ability to bounce back, to recover from setbacks, and to keep moving forward in the face of adversity. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, because challenges are a part of life, but about how you respond when difficulties inevitably arise. Life will throw curveballs. Things will not always go according to plan, and you will face disappointments, failures, and obstacles along the way. However, resilience is the key that allows you to persist, adapt, and grow despite these challenges. The foundation of resilience is a mindset that refuses to accept defeat. It is the belief that no matter how difficult the situation may be, you are capable of overcoming it. Resilience begins with the understanding that failure is not the end, it's simply a part of the journey. Many of the world's most successful people have faced significant failures. But what set them apart was their ability to pick themselves up, learn from their experiences, and continue moving forward. They saw failure not as a reflection of their worth or ability, but as a stepping stone towards success. One of the most important aspects of resilience is emotional strength. When adversity strikes, it is natural to feel disappointment, sadness, or frustration. However, resilient individuals understand that these emotions, while valid, do not have to dictate their actions. Resilience doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means acknowledging them and then choosing not to let them control you. It means understanding that emotions, like everything else, are temporary and that they do not define your future. Instead of being overwhelmed by feelings of hopelessness, resilient people use their emotions as fuel to drive them toward their goals. You see, resilience also involves perspective. When faced with challenges, it is easy to get caught up in the negativity and the difficulties of the moment. Resilient people, however, have the ability to step back and see the bigger picture. They understand that their current circumstances do not define them, and they maintain a long-term vision of where they want to go. They need a perspective that provides empathy, generosity, and a deep sense of humanity for the people in their lives. This ability to see beyond the immediate setback allows them to keep moving forward with purpose and determination rather than becoming discouraged by temporary hardships. End on Facebook. Speech. Another key component of resilience is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances is vital for overcoming challenges. Sometimes the original plan will no longer be viable, or external factors will alter the course of action. Resilient individuals understand that flexibility is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It's not about sticking rigidly to one approach, but of strength. It's not about sticking rigidly to one approach, but of strength. It's not about sticking rigidly to one approach. Adaptability allows you to respond to change with creativity and resourcefulness, turning potential roadblocks into opportunities for growth. Resilience is also deeply connected to perseverance. The road to success is rarely smooth. There will be times when progress seems slow or when the effort required feels too great. However, resilience is the ability to keep going, even when the end seems far away. Perseverance is the quiet determination to continue taking the next step, even when you can't see the entire path ahead. It's about understanding that progress is often incremental and that small, consistent actions can lead to significant results over time. Resilient people know that every setback is temporary and that the effort they put in now will pay off in the future. Every day makes me excited to wake up. This is the reason I love and prevention by television. That resilience is often associated with personal strength. It is also deeply connected to support systems. No one becomes resilient alone. The most resilient individuals understand the importance of surrounding themselves with people who encourage, support, and uplift them. These people may include family, friends, mentors, or colleagues who provide the emotional strength, advice, and encouragement necessary to face tough times. Resilience doesn't mean doing everything by yourself. It means being strong enough to lean on others when you need to. It's about knowing that reaching out for support is not a weakness, but a key part of building your resilience. Part of being resilient is also understanding that setbacks do not define your future. Life is full of ups and downs, and not everything will go as planned. But resilience teaches you that the setbacks, failures, and mistakes you encounter along the way are not permanent. They are simply temporary obstacles that you can learn from and grow through. Each challenge you face adds to your experience and strength, shaping you into someone better prepared for future success. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about becoming better equipped to handle them. Another important aspect of resilience is the ability to find purpose and meaning in adversity. When facing difficult circumstances, it can be easy to lose sight of why you're doing what you're doing. But resilient individuals find meaning even in hardship. They understand that challenges can be opportunities to learn and grow, and that overcoming obstacles builds character and strength. When you see adversity as an opportunity for growth, you are more likely to push through it with determination and optimism. Resilience also requires a healthy balance of self-care. In the midst of challenges, it is important to maintain your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Self-care is not a luxury. It is an essential practice that allows you to maintain the energy and strength necessary to persevere. Taking care of your body through proper nutrition, exercise, and rest, and nurturing your mind through activities that promote relaxation and mental clarity are vital to building and maintaining resilience. By caring for yourself, you ensure that you have the resources to face life's challenges head on. Resilience is about more than just bouncing back from adversity. It is about transforming yourself through adversity. It's about coming out of hardship not as the same person, but as someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. Each obstacle you face is an opportunity to refine your resilience, to test your limits, and to prove to yourself just how capable you are. In life, you will face setbacks. There will be times when things don't go as planned, when obstacles seem too big to overcome, and when you feel like giving up. But with resilience, you have the ability to rise above any challenge. You have the strength to keep going when others might quit. And in doing so, you will find not only the success you seek, but the growth and transformation that comes from persevering through life's toughest moments. Resilience is not about being unaffected by adversity. It's about learning how to use that adversity as fuel to push yourself further. When you cultivate resilience, you unlock the ability to not only overcome challenges, but to thrive in the face of them. Vision beyond the present is the ability to see beyond the immediate circumstances, challenges, and setbacks, and to focus on the bigger picture, the long-term goals, and the future you are creating. It is the ability to look past the present moment, with all of its uncertainties and limitations, and envision the possibilities that lie ahead. This type of vision is not merely about having dreams or aspirations. It is about having a clear, focused direction for your life, understanding where you want to go, and taking deliberate steps to get there, no matter how long it might take. One of the fundamental aspects of vision beyond the present is the ability to think in terms of possibility rather than limitation. In our day-to-day lives, it's easy to become consumed by the challenges we face right now, the immediate tasks, the small hurdles, the distractions. These can often feel overwhelming and can cloud our judgment, making it difficult to see the larger trajectory of our lives. However, when you develop a vision beyond the present, you are able to step back and view your life from a broader perspective. You understand that the difficulties you face today are temporary and that they do not define who you are or limit your future potential. Having a vision beyond the present requires an understanding of the bigger picture of your life. It's about knowing what you ultimately want to achieve and understanding that the path to that achievement may not always be clear. The road may be winding and you may face detours and obstacles along the way. But with a vision beyond the present, you are able to see through the fog of uncertainty and remain focused on your end goal. This vision provides you with a compass, guiding you through the challenges and distractions that may come your way. People with vision beyond the present are often future-oriented and goal-driven. They don't simply react to life circumstances. They actively create the life they want to live. They set goals that are aligned with their long-term vision and take consistent action to achieve them. Having a clear vision allows you to prioritize what is truly important and to focus your energy on the things that will bring you closer to your goals. Take action. It helps you say no to distractions and unnecessary diversions because you are able to see that they do not align with the bigger picture you have for your life. Vision beyond the present also requires a deep sense of purpose. It is not enough to just have goals. You must also have a strong why behind those goals. Your purpose is the driving force that sustains you during the tough times, when the journey feels long and the obstacles seem insurmountable. When you have a clear sense of purpose, you are able to stay focused on your vision, even when things are not going as planned. Your purpose becomes the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even in the face of adversity. Another crucial element of vision beyond the present is the ability to remain patient and persistent. Often people become discouraged when they do not see immediate results, or when their progress seems slow. They may begin to doubt whether their vision is achievable or whether their efforts are worth it. However, those with vision beyond the present understand that success takes time. They are willing to put in the necessary work, even when results are not immediately visible. They understand that the journey is just as important as the destination, and that every small step taken today brings them closer to the bigger picture. Additionally, vision beyond the present allows you to embrace uncertainty and change. Life is unpredictable, and the path to your goals will rarely be straightforward. There will be challenges, detours, and moments of doubt. However, people with vision beyond the present are not discouraged by setbacks. They see them as opportunities for growth and learning. They are adaptable, willing to adjust their approach as necessary, but they never lose sight of their ultimate goal. They lose the desire to defer satisfaction so that life continues moving ahead of the course of destiny. They understand that the future is always in motion and that flexibility is key to achieving their vision. One of the most powerful aspects of vision beyond the present is the ability to see potential where others may see problems. When you have a clear vision, you are able to recognize opportunities in the midst of adversity. Instead of being overwhelmed by challenges, you are able to ask the question, how can this obstacle help me grow? What can I learn from this situation? This mindset shift allows you to take action and move forward, even when circumstances are difficult. So you begin to see the world through the lens of possibility, and in doing so, you open yourself up to new opportunities that you might otherwise have missed. Vision beyond the present also requires self-belief. You must believe in your own ability to create the future you envision. This belief is not based on arrogance, but on confidence in your capacity to grow, learn, and adapt. When you believe in your vision, you are more likely to take risks, to push yourself beyond your comfort zone, and to take action despite the fear or doubt that may arise. The self-belief gives you the courage to move forward, even when others may question or doubt your vision. It allows you to stay focused on your path, trusting that you are capable of reaching your destination. Another essential element of vision beyond the present is the ability to inspire others. When you have a clear vision for your life and you're actively pursuing it, you become a source of inspiration for those around you. People are drawn to your confidence, your purpose, and your determination. Your vision becomes contagious, encouraging others to pursue their own dreams and to develop their own vision for the future. In this way, vision beyond the present not only impacts your own life, but also creates a ripple effect that can inspire and uplift others. In life, we often face situations that seem overwhelming or uncertain. It's easy to become bogged down by the challenges of the present, to feel trapped by the weight of current circumstances. However, when you develop vision beyond the present, you are able to transcend the limitations of your current reality and focus on the bigger picture. Your vision provides clarity and purpose, helping you stay focused on what truly matters. It is the guiding force that leads you toward the future you desire, even when the path ahead is not always clear. Vision beyond the present is about seeing with the eyes of possibility. It's about understanding that today's circumstances are not permanent and that the future is full of potential waiting to be realized. It's about setting your sights on the horizon, knowing that with every step you take, you are moving closer to your goals. Vision beyond the present allows you to navigate the challenges of life with confidence and determination, knowing that no matter what obstacles arise, you have the ability to create the future you desire. Self-discipline is one of the most powerful forces in shaping a successful and fulfilling life. It is the ability to control your actions, behaviors, and emotions in the face of temptations and distractions to achieve greater goals. While talent, intelligence, and opportunity all play their part in success, it is self-discipline that separates those who achieve their aspirations from those who fall short. Self-discipline is not just about being able to say no to immediate pleasures. It is about staying focused, committed, and consistent, even when the journey is long and the rewards seem distant. It is the key to sustained progress, personal growth, and long-term success. At its core, self-discipline is about creating habits and routines that align with your goals. It involves choosing actions that will take you closer to where you want to go, even when those actions are not the easiest or most pleasurable in the moment. Building self-discipline is essentially about training yourself to make choices that reflect your long-term vision rather than giving in to the short-term gratification that so often leads to procrastination or self-sabotage. This requires conscious effort and intentionality, but the rewards are immense. One of the most important aspects of self-discipline is the ability to set clear, actionable goals. Without a specific vision or a target to aim for, it is easy to become distracted or lose motivation. When you set clear goals, you give yourself something tangible to focus on. However, goals alone are not enough. Self-discipline involves breaking down those goals into smaller manageable tasks and following through consistently. Whether it's waking up early to work on a project, sticking to a fitness routine, or saving money, it's the small disciplined actions performed regularly that add up over time and lead to monumental results. Another key component of self-discipline is delaying gratification. In a world where instant rewards are often just a click away, the ability to postpone immediate pleasures for long-term rewards is critical. Self-discipline requires you to prioritize your future success over momentary satisfaction. It is easy to give in to distractions, to binge watch TV, or to indulge in unhealthy habits when they offer instant relief. However, those temporary pleasures often come at the expense of your larger goals. Self-discipline is about making the tough choice in the moment, knowing that the short-term discomfort will lead to long-term success. Resisting the urge to procrastinate is another vital aspect of self-discipline. Procrastination often arises when a task feels overwhelming or unappealing. In these moments, the mind will seek distractions as a way of avoiding discomfort. However, self-discipline allows you to push past the initial resistance and take action anyway. Often the hardest part is simply starting. Once you begin, momentum builds and the task becomes more manageable. And even those resistances, like the task, becomes more manageable. Self-discipline helps you stay focused and take action, even when motivation feels low. It's about pushing through the mental resistance and staying committed to the task at hand. Self-discipline requires a deep understanding of time management. It's easy to become distracted by the multitude of demands and responsibilities in our lives. However, self-discipline helps you prioritize what matters most and manage your time accordingly. Effective time management involves setting boundaries and saying no to tasks or activities that do not align with your goals. It's about eliminating distractions, scheduling time for deep work, and allocating time for rest and recovery. By managing your time effectively, you maximize your ability to make progress toward your goals while also maintaining a healthy balance in life. Really important is the ability to stay focused on the process, not just the outcome. People often set goals and become overly fixated on the end result, becoming discouraged when they don't see immediate progress. However, self-discipline is about embracing the journey, understanding that true growth comes from the effort put in, not just the results. It's about committing to daily actions and staying consistent, even when the rewards are not immediately visible. Focusing on the process helps build resilience, improves your skills, and teaches you the value of hard work. In the long run, it is the consistency in your efforts that will produce results, not the intensity of your initial enthusiasm. Another powerful aspect of self-discipline is accountability. Accountability is about taking responsibility for your actions and results, both good and bad. When you hold yourself accountable, you eliminate excuses and shift your focus from blaming external circumstances to taking ownership of your progress. This sense of responsibility fuels self-discipline, as you recognize that your success or failure depends on the decisions you make each day. Sometimes having an external accountability partner can also help keep you on track. But true self-discipline comes from within. It is the internal drive that pushes you to keep going, even when no one is watching. Self-discipline is also about building mental toughness. Life will inevitably present challenges, and things will not always go according to plan. In these moments, self-discipline is what enables you to remain calm, focused, and determined to press on. It is the ability to stay committed to your goals, even in the face of adversity, failure, or frustration. Developing mental toughness means pushing through difficult emotions, staying positive in the face of challenges, and not allowing setbacks to derail your progress. It's about seeing every difficulty as an opportunity to grow stronger and never giving up, no matter how hard things get. Additionally, self-discipline involves maintaining self-estreby in difficult situations. Whether you're faced with an emotional trigger, an argument, or a moment of weakness, self-discipline helps you stay in control of your reactions. It's about taking a step back, pausing, and choosing how you respond, rather than reacting impulsively. The more you practice self-restraby in your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, the more empowered you become. Self-discipline allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace and poise, instead of allowing external events to dictate your actions. Resilience and self-discipline go hand in hand. When faced with setbacks, it is easy to get discouraged and give up. But self-discipline helps you rise again, recommit to your goals, and keep moving forward. It teaches you that failure is not final. It's just a part of the process. With self-discipline, you develop the strength to keep going, even when the journey is tough. Self-discipline is about creating a balance between work and rest. It's about knowing when to push forward with determination and when to step back and recharge. Overworking yourself can lead to burnout, while rest and recovery are essential for maintaining long-term productivity and motivation. Self-discipline includes the wisdom to know when to take a break and when to keep pushing forward, ensuring that you are consistently moving toward your goals without sacrificing your health and well-being. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of success. It is the ability to stay focused, to take consistent action, and to keep moving forward, even in the face of challenges and distractions. Self-discipline is not an innate trait. It is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. It requires practice, persistence, and a deep commitment to your goals. By cultivating self-discipline, you not only achieve success in the areas that matter most, but you also develop a sense of pride and fulfillment that comes from knowing that you have the power to shape your own destiny. Adaptability is one of the most valuable qualities that an individual can possess in today's fast-pacing, ever-changing world. It is the ability to adjust, change, and evolve in response to new circumstances, challenges, and opportunities. Whether in personal life, career, or relationships, adaptability enables you to navigate the unpredictable nature of life with resilience and grace. It is not simply about survival and changing environments. Adaptability is about thriving and growing through change, making the most out of any situation, and using each challenge as an opportunity to improve. Adaptability begins with a mindset of openness. It requires the willingness to embrace change rather than resist it.